Hi, thank you for your interest regarding this tutorial on TotalSystemCare. The first question you might have is, what is TotalSystemCare and what can it do for my PC? The answer is simple. It's a performance boosting tool to optimize your system by reducing issues, crashes, boost program and internet performance, and takes care of potential issues such as junk files and adware. At the top of your window, you'll notice several tabs: the License tab, the Home tab, the Restore tab, the Settings tab, and the Scan Now tab. We'll start at the License tab. Here, we'll take note at the top of the window where the TotalSystemCare license info states that the program is in fact registered. Below that, you'll see the product version, the user ID in the white box, the license key in the black box, the expiration date which notes when you'll need to renew your subscription to TotalSystemCare. Just below that, you'll see who the program is registered to, as well as the corresponding email address. In the Home tab, we'll take notice of a few things going on here. At the top left corner of the window, you can see a status indicator along with a pie chart denoting which issues were addressed in the previous scan. Below that, you'll notice a small color key denoting the meanings of various colors you might find within the chart itself. Right next to the chart, we'll also see the date of your last scan, the current unfixed issues, a number you want to keep as low as possible, the software version, and the license status. Heading to the right of the window, you'll see a list of items that will be included in future scans by default. You can select or deselect these at your leisure. In the center of the window, you'll see the big green Scan Now button. Let's not press that just yet as we're still setting up. On the lower left-hand corner of the window, you'll see the system info. This will note your operating system. Windows 10 here, but Windows XP, Vista, 7, 8, and 8.1 will work just fine. Your processor, the amount of RAM or memory in your system, as well as any present video cards are also noted in this area. Onto the Restore tab, here's where the backup or restore points are created and stored for easy access and use. The purpose of a restore point is fairly simple. Let's say you recently scanned your system and then applied the recommended fixes to the issues that were found. But whoops, you accidentally removed a file that was kind of important. Out of luck, right? No worries. If you created a restore point before you applied the fix, all you have to do is access it in this tab, click on the restore button next to the desired restore point, and follow along with the prompts in that process. Your system will be returned to that point when your file still existed. Then you can rescan, select that particular file to be ignored by the fix, and remove the remaining unnecessary files. Next, we'll head to the Settings tab. Here we have 3 sub-tabs: General Settings, Scheduled Scans, and Backup and Restore. Under General Settings, you'll see the Application Settings. Here you can choose to run the program when the computer turns on, or not to do that, as well as whether or not you want to be notified each time you close the program. A checkmark box means that choice is active, but only if you save the settings before exiting. Below that, you'll see a list of languages you can choose from. On the right-hand side of the window, we have the Ignore list and its settings. As you can see here, there are many items to choose from. Only items that you manually add to this list will be ignored by the program when your system is scanned. By default, this list will contain 0 items to be ignored. In the Scheduled Scan subtab, we can select the type of schedule that we want. We can run it once and select the time and date. We can run it every day, where we can just select the time. Every week, where we can select any day or days of the week as well as the time, or we can decide to schedule no scan at all and just manually initiate a scan as we see fit. Now onto the Backup and Restore subtab. Here, we can choose to automatically create a backup point before repairing, we can have the program ask us if we want to back up, or we can decide not to back up at all. I don't recommend this last option unless you happen to be an advanced computer user. Personally, I would recommend the auto backup option. Now we can start the scan. We can either select the Scan Now tab, or we can go into the Home tab and hit that big green button we saw earlier. Both options will do the same thing. As you can see here, the scan is complete and we found a few issues. We have some speed and performance issues, we have some ActiveX and class issues, which are usually related to online browsing. We also have some security and privacy issues, which is also an online browsing issue, and some junk files. Now, if you want to keep any of these files for any reason whatsoever, all you need to do is click into the Show Details button right here, and then click the drop-down menu, and decide whichever files you want to keep. Now, seeing as these are all browsing-related files, log files and temp files, we don't really need to keep anything, but if you do want to keep a file, simply click the Ignore tab or Ignore checkmark box right next to the file you wish to keep. Return to Summary, and then repair all selected issues. The files that you've selected won't be taken away. However, if you want to get rid of all the issues, simply go up here and click Repair All Issues. As you can see, the files are selected to be repaired, the backup was created, and it's preparing to fix the database. Now that we've scanned the system and fixed the issues, we can either rescan to make sure there are no remaining issues, or we can head to the Home tab. And that's TotalSystemCare in a nutshell. If you need any help beyond what's in this tutorial, please feel free to call the number to the 24/7 live help hotline located in the upper right hand corner of the window, or click on the help button in the lower left hand corner of the window. This will open your default browser, where you can then fill out the ticket by inputting your email, selecting the department you wish to contact, note your antivirus, the subject that needs addressing, and finally, a message detailing the issue. Submit and just wait for a response. Thanks so much for checking out this tutorial. If you have the time, please feel free to also check out the other tutorials in Driver Assist and SafeBytes. Thanks, and have a great day.